Chinese leader Xi Jinping and President Barack Obama struck a deal Wednesday to limit greenhouse gases, with China committing for the first time to cap carbon emissions and Obama unveiling a plan for deeper U.S. emissions reductions through 2025. China, the world's biggest greenhouse gas emitter, pledged in the far-reaching agreement to cap its rapidly growing carbon emissions by 2030, or earlier if possible. It also set a daunting goal of increasing the share of non-fossil fuels to 20% of the country's energy mix by 2030. Obama announced the target to cut U.S. emissions 26 to 28% below 2005 levels by 2025, the first time the president has set a goal beyond the existing 17% target by 2020. The announcement capped a trip that also resulted in steps to cut tariffs on technology products, adopt warning measures to reduce the chance of accidental military conflict, and ease visas. The two countries together account for about 40% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions, and their commitments are likely to energize talks underway to set new post-2020 targets when climate negotiators meet in Paris in December next year. The announcement provides a real shot of momentum for international climate negotiations, said one administration official who, like others interviewed, was not authorized to talk on the record ahead of the joint announcement from Obama and Xi. Historically, the U.S. and China have often seemed like antagonists in these negotiations. Meeting the goals will be difficult for both countries. China completes a new coal plant every 8 to 10 days, and while its economic growth has slowed, it is still expanding at a brisk rate of more than 7%. In the United States, Obama faces stiff opposition on climate issues from Republicans, who want to use their control of Congress to curb the power of the Environmental Protection Agency to limit carbon emissions from power plants, a key part of Obama's climate action plan. But Xi and Obama have both made climate measures a priority. China's announcement is the culmination of years of change in attitudes among Chinese now fed up with dire levels of pollution that a study in the British medical journal The Lancet blamed for 1.2 million premature deaths in 2010 alone. China has cap-and-trade pilot programs in 5 provinces and 8 cities. It is also the world's largest investor in solar and wind energy. Moreover, it has barred coal plant construction in some regions. Such construction has dropped from more than 90 gigawatts in 2006 to 36.5 gigawatts in 2013, according to the World Resources Institute. The joint climate announcement could undercut U.S. critics who have said that limiting greenhouse gases is pointless while China refuses to join such efforts. And it could quiet those in China who have argued that carbon emissions should be measured on a per capita basis or by improvements in energy intensity. It is imperative that these two countries, the world's largest emitter of greenhouse gases, show real leadership. This is an important start, said Phil Sharp, president of Resources for the Future. Agreements like this are more important than they might appear at first glance, because in both countries there are political factions that justify inaction by pointing at the failures of the other country.